First one falls for him.
And when you think of McCollum, the word efficient comes to mind. This guy just shoots the ball and plays the game at a high level.
And the Lakers making a change here. Reeves is checked in. Taking a look at Los Angeles. In at small and power forward, it's LeBron and Vanderbilt. At the guard positions, Russell and Reeves. And it's Wood in at the center, filling out the middle. Now here's James. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And now the NBA's all-time leading scorer. Clark, LeBron did something most people thought would never be done.
I'm in that camp, Greg. I tell you, Kareem was my guy. He was my idol as I was growing up. I never thought his record would be surpassed. It just shows you how remarkable LeBron has been in his production, in preparation, in taking care of his body. And this guy is still going strong. That makes him the king.
The first one falls. We're always hearing the debate, who is the greatest of all time? Well, Clark, do you think passing Kareem's all-time scoring mark finally puts LeBron out in front?
Kevin, that in and of itself puts LeBron in rarefied air, no doubt. But when you're talking about the greatest player of all time, we all have our opinion. It's just so hard, I think, to effectively debate players across different eras. I just say there have been a ton of great players throughout the history of the game, and LeBron is certainly at the top of the list, no matter when he played.
Now here's McCollum. Down low, 5 to shoot, and Williamson gets it to go.
Outstanding decision-making by Ingram there, working it to the open man. Really good possession.
Russell passes to LeBron. And the NBA's new CBA cracking down on the top spending teams, Greg, but also the bottom spending teams.
Yeah, before, teams had until the trade deadline to hit the minimum salary floor. Now they've got to be there day one, or they lose out on luxury tax distributions, which could end up in the millions.
To the inside, and Williamson throws it down.
And they're just giving it to Zion and letting him go to work. Not a bad game plan, if you ask me.
LeBron James on the wing. He's covered by Ingram and finished off by Wood.
Wood flying up to slam down the alley-oop emphatically.
McCollum outside. Williamson dishes to McCollum. Floats it up for Williamson. And the dunk by Williamson.
That's just all Zion. But once he gets that close, he's zoned in on capitalizing no matter what.
Now, here is Russell. Inside. LeBron outside. Puts up a deep 3. Alvarado grabs the board. Alvarado's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. McCollum outside. There's the pass to Williamson. Here's Ingram. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson. Williamson's got 3 assists in the game. And here's James. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. And these days, you know, Clark, the trade for a star player takes a stockpile of draft picks, doesn't it?
Well, that seems to be the one way you can assure yourself of getting a proven star somewhere in the area of his prime. You know, and it doesn't always work out for both parties. Teams typically, in that case, would have to mortgage a bit of their future to get a player of that caliber. So it is tilted towards more risk than reward in most of those scenarios.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. And Clark, for years, the Lakers have been the premier destination for free agents. Think that's still the case now?
I do. I mean, it's still Los Angeles. The history of the Lakers is one of the premier franchises in the league, along with the Celtics. So I think cap room is the driver, though. That's always the great equalizer in this day and age, and I think that helps keep some of the small market teams in the game as well.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Zion Williamson.
They continued to feed him throughout the game, and with good reason. They realized he was hot, had the hot hand, and they wanted to ride that. And he refuses to let them down, coming through at every turn.
It's just too bad they're on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. It would have been nice for him to have a chance to perform like this in the postseason. Now here's Williamson. Can't connect from 13 feet out.
Boy, great effort on defense there against a guy who typically makes that.
And LeBron throws it down.
Boy, really nice play. LeBron showing real good instincts on the offensive glass there.
Williamson outside. He's guarded by Davis. From 13, and Davis sends it back.
His great length really helps AD defensively.
And with this new CBA, great for the first time, team and league licensing revenue, about $160 million a year, is to be shared with the players.
And I think that's probably jersey patches and stuff like that. It makes sense that the players should get a share of that.
And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Here's Reeves. Pass to James.
LeBron.
Outside, Russell. Back to Davis. And Davis throws it down.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Pelicans.
The coaching staff must be happy that they controlled their turnovers so well in this game.
Excellent self-control and patience tonight.
And this will make it 36 wins on the year for them.
And this victory will draw them even in the season series as it comes to a close.
Fitting that it ends 2-2 because it's been a really good battle between these teams this year.
And something we've come to almost expect is greatness from this guy. Such an overall great performance it was for Zion Williamson.
He was everywhere, defensively, offensively. The effort we saw from him tonight, I think, was the difference.
And the first one drops.
And you know what makes Zion so much fun is that I don't think there's a comp for him. The combination of power and skill, you throw in that he's a lefty, and we've never seen someone like him in the league.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Hawkins is checked in. Jackson Hayes, he's checked in for the Lakers. Vincent comes in for Austin Reeves. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Clark, I'm not sure there's been another era in the NBA with so many fantastic passers at every position.
Yeah, you know, I think it's a function of what we saw going back into the 80s with Bird and Magic and how they shared the ball and were such great passers. Then you had another group of outstanding playmakers at the point guard spot and on the wings. So now centers at this particular stage in the game's evolution are playmakers, excellent passers, and are players that teams can run their offense through. So I think it's just been kind of a natural evolution because of the skill level of all players when it comes to passing.
And taking care of the ball has been a problem for them.
That's something they've got to fix. While the defense has been good, a lot of these turnovers have been unforced.
Now here is Hachimura. And he banks in the layup.
And you can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
McCollum kicks to Williamson. Back to McCollum from 13. And it's Williamson missing. Now James. So we see the Pelicans taking the W here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Here with C.J. McCollum. C.J., how did you pick this defense apart and find your teammates?
I just tried to be aggressive. I was coming up short in the first half, but I was getting where I wanted to go on the court. So based on the film, I was just trying to make the right passes, whether that be weak side or finding the big man rolling. And tonight they finished it.
Well, your work study paid off, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
Thank you, David. That's it, folks. The NBA regular season is in the books. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the